My teacher grabbed me at a coffee shop, reeking of alcohol at 2 p.m., and pulled me toward her apartment. When I tried to pull away, she pressed against me and said, "Come on, don't be such a baby." I stayed silent, but it was the last time I ever did. When Ms. Khalifa was fired, Kyle became the most hated kid in our all-boys school because he was the one to report her. Ms. Khalifa was 23 and looked like she stepped out of every teenage boy's fantasy. Long black hair, legs for days, and this way of leaning over desks that made even the smart kids forget basic math. Then Kyle had to go and ruin everything. The day after she got escorted out by security, my friend Lucas pulled me aside. "Stay away from Kyle. That jealous V-card holder made up lies because she wouldn't give him attention." The whole cafeteria went dead silent when Kyle walked in, like that awkward silence where everyone's thinking, did he catch me gooning in the bathroom? Someone launched a milk carton at his head, and everyone exploded laughing. Kyle just wiped the milk off his face and sat alone. Didn't fight back. Just unwrapped his sandwich like his entire social life hadn't just been destroyed. I watched Kyle over the next few weeks and saw his life become hell. Someone spray-painted SNITCH across his locker. Groups of guys would corner him between classes, shoving him into walls. They'd share stories about Ms. Khalifa, then glare at Kyle like he personally canceled Christmas. "Remember when she wore that red dress?" they'd say. "Now we got Mrs. Henderson, who's literally decomposing." But here's what didn't compute. Despite everyone treating him like the plague, Kyle kept showing up early, tutoring 7th graders. When Brad Thompson tried to fight him, Kyle just said, "You don't understand what she really was," and walked away. Everything changed when I got an email from Ms. Khalifa. My soul evacuated my body when I saw her name. She said she missed her special students and wanted to meet up, even gave me her number. I immediately showed Lucas and the guys at lunch. They practically hoisted me up like I discovered fire. "You're the chosen one, bro," Lucas said, slapping my back. "Don't fumble this for us." I texted her that night. We agreed to meet at a coffee shop downtown Saturday. When I showed up, she looked even better than I remembered. She hugged me, and I swear I ascended. She said I looked mature. The first 20 minutes were everything I'd fantasized about. She laughed at my jokes, kept touching my arm. Then things got weird fast. She suggested we go to her apartment. When I hesitated, she grabbed my hand and started pulling me toward the door. "Come on, don't be such a baby." Her grip was actually hurting. I tried to pull away, but she got this look that made my stomach drop. "What's wrong? Isn't this what you wanted?" She was pressing against me, and I could smell alcohol on her breath at 2 in the afternoon. That's when Kyle appeared out of nowhere. He grabbed my other arm and yanked me away. "We're leaving, now." He dragged me to his parents' restaurant next door and drove me home without saying much. I made the mistake of telling Lucas what happened. His face contorted and he started laughing. That cruel laugh that makes you reevaluate your friendship. You seriously chickened out and let Kyle cuckblock you? By Monday, the whole school heard Lucas's version where I was too scared, and Kyle ruined it because he's jealous. Even when I tried explaining she was being aggressive and scary, they just called me a gay little bitch. I went to Principal Morrison, but he barely looked up from his computer. "Missy Khalifa is no longer employed here. Stop creating drama." That afternoon, I saw 6 seniors corner Kyle by the gym, screaming about him ruining another chance for everyone. 2 days later, everything went nuclear. Someone made a fake Grindr profile with Kyle's photos and printed hundreds of explicit screenshots. They were everywhere, taped inside bathroom stalls, stuffed in locker vents. The worst ones were photoshopped with Kyle's face doing unspeakable things. His parents owned this small Filipino restaurant downtown, and people taped the photos all over their windows. I saw a video in the group chat of Kyle trying to tear down photos while crying, and people just filming and laughing. Nobody helped him. I found Kyle at his house 3 days later. His family was packing boxes like evacuating before a disaster. His mom answered with the reddest eyes I've ever seen and just pointed upstairs. Kyle was sitting on his bedroom floor surrounded by boxes. When he saw me, he shook his head. "We're moving to my aunt's in Colorado." He went quiet for so long I thought he'd fallen asleep. I was 12 when she started paying attention to me. 12. She knew my parents were divorcing, knew I was failing English. He showed me screenshots from other boys she was messaging from nearby schools. She wasn't fired for one incident. I spent months collecting evidence. My little sister won't look at me because of what her classmates told her. His voice cracked. He handed me a flash drive.